The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Welcome to the show. It is Hump Day. You are looking live inside the studio. We got a jacked up outside shot, but outside we'll let you know it's 97 degrees. The high today is 101. The low tonight is 82. And there's an air quality alert, whatever that means, but no air. There it is right there. Live look at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center, Frisco, Texas. Nobody's out there. It's not even that. I mean, it's hot, but it's not that hot. So something going on out here. There was nowhere to park.
I don't know. I was
practice. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
not open, though.
Guess the media's back in the building.
Yeah,
They're around, right?
Media's around.
They're around.
Why are you laughing, Nate? Why are you laughing to start the show?
Because I left Jesse on the porch.
He should.
Nah, I got here on time.
He tried.
They tried.
I was trying to wait.
Warmed up.
And Nate goes, let's go. And Chris goes, yep, can't be tardy on this show. And I'm like, man, we're going to tell. I was like, I'm out of this. I'm letting Jesse know who
and
that
I told him,
was.
Jesse, blame it on me. And he said, thank you.
I tried to wait, Jesse.
But I knew he would walk in, bro. I knew he would walk in as soon as we got started.
Just say y'all still a little salty about yesterday. That's
Oh,
all.
no.
Salty about
I
yesterday.
expected.
Me and Kurt got y'all. That's all. You know what I'm saying, Kurt?
The only thing that got me, I was expecting it from him, but when it came from him, spitting game,
Spitting games.
spitting knowledge.
Spitting knowledge.
Lines have been drawn for the season already. Not even halfway through the first week, and there we go. That's all right.
Good looking shirt.
That is a good looking shirt. That's a shirt. You see this one too?
Oh yeah.
Shout out to our boy M.
Yeah.
Emilio.
We need to.
Did you not? You got one.
I got one. Yeah.
You all got one.
You hanging? You hanging?
Y'all still have yours, or y'all
I still got
give
mine.
it to Goodwill?
No, I've got it, but I don't think it fit me. I think my daughter's got it.
Oh.
Oh, she hanging
Well,
with
if it doesn't fit, that's even better.
Oh, my God.
Be like a little half
do
shirt.
that, man.
Yeah.
Go see if you can find it. We need to wear them on like
Yeah, see if
Friday
I-
after
track it down
victories,
for me.
Victory Mondays or something. Mine's a little snug too, but that's okay. Nate, what's your shirt?
Hanging with the boy.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's Black College.
Black College Hall of Fame. Did you get that when you were up there this weekend?
Yeah.
Did y'all see his shoes?
No.
Look at the shoes.
Lift your leg
I
up.
did like Jesse.
Can you look at that?
I'll match it.
Woo! Look
Yeah.
at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Got it
Ooh, that
tucked
hurt.
in, though. Got it tucked
Tucked
in.
in.
Got it
That
tucked
thing gonna be
in.
tucked, boy.
Oh,
Tuck
man.
that shirt.
Stop, man.
How excited are y'all to actually talk like really football?
Are we gonna talk football?
Oh,
today?
Yes,
preseason
for at
here
least 2
now,
segments.
man.
The third one is
Wow.
one we don't know.
right.
The first segment, Cowboys offense.
Mm-hmm.
Second segment, we'll go Giants D, and then third segment, we'll just see where the wind takes us. But I mean, let's go. It's go time.
go.
We got an update on Tyler Smith, right, Kurt?
Well, he's not practicing.
Right.
He's working off to the side along with Wilson and Sam Williams.
And the update is Coach say you'll get it 90 minutes before
Right.
the game.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
everybody
pretty
else,
much.
that's the update. No.
But
Jerry was confident, in Jerry speak, that he would be available on Saturday or on Sunday.
Jerry the doctor. Never
Jerry.
believe Dr. Jerry. Never, ever believe Dr. Jerry.
So no real update, just it's
Well, the MRI did show he had a
Strain? Is that what they're calling it?
hamstring strain.
But they didn't say what's grade.
No.
Depending on 1, 2, or 3 grade, that can be game time decision, 2 to 3 weeks.
So, in other words, like, there can't be an opening game where there's not stress on Cowboys fans, right?
Well, I mean, look at no different than what last year was. Last year we started the season with Tyron wasn't there, so the rookie left. Now the left guard was the left tackle last year, and you had to play Forniak and Connor McGovern at the left guard. So this isn't new territory.
Until Peters got in shape and gave us his 40 plays a game.
Whatever those are worth. I mean, this isn't new territory.
Right.
Right? This isn't new
and
territory.
is every team like this? Is every team got a couple people banged up going into week 1, or is it just the Cowboys every
The
year?
Kansas City got their tight end banged up.
Yeah, that's a big one.
So
I mean, they're missing their All-Pro tight end and their All-Pro defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. 1 through.
They got one on each side of the ball.
Yeah. Wow.
So I guess we're not the only ones.
We're not the only
Okay.
ones. We're not the only ones.
And you know what's great about this week? It doesn't matter how crappy your team is or how crappy they were last year. There are 32 fan bases out there that have the same amount of hope going into this week.
What's the hope of what?
Winning the
NFC
Super Bowl.
championship game.
No, that's right. He knew I was going.
I thought about this. I thought about this. Hang on.
I was hoping you said Super Bowl, and I was gonna be like, yes.
Hang on, though, because maybe what I said, what. Let me think about this, and third segment will come.
Right.
back.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
Cowboys
I
offense.
thought, well, now it's Friday. We making it
Friday, we're taking calls on Friday. 888-855-2297.
Start your dialing now.
Cowboys, I want to know what to expect out of the running game. Let's start there. Tony Pollard, and then what?
I'm glad you said that.
Good. Glad you
Because
Right.
when I went to go start my preparation last night, and I said, Nate, you're going to watch film. And I stopped and I thought to myself, wait a second.
We got tours back in the building.
Hey,
Man, football's back. It feels good. It feels so
And I thought
good.
to myself, and I said, okay, let's turn on the film and watch this offense work last year.
Mm-hmm.
Then I stopped. This is a new offense.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right? This
yes,
is a
sir.
new
New
offense.
players, new play
players,
caller.
New play caller, new offense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
There's no film.
There's no
So
film.
first 4 games,
Preseason.
There's no film. So what I started to then do was I'm going to go back and look at what Mike McCarthy did, because he was the offensive play caller and the head coach when his time in Green Bay, and look at what he did in Green Bay. And what I revealed in looking at the numbers and how they played back then, this team, the way it is built, could not be more Mike McCarthy offensively than ever.
Oh, really?
so it
When you-
matches up with what they did in Green Bay.
When you go back and look, and there's 2 things that I want people to take a look at throughout this season. We downplayed Schoonmaker and Ferguson and Hendershot as just kind of other guys because of the Brandon Cooks edition.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the Mike McCarthy teams, they kept a solid tight end. Whether it was Jimmy Graham, whether it was the other Rodgers kid, whether it was Robert Tonyan, they kept a good tight end in the mix. But what I went to look at was, and I'm glad you said it, the rushing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been on here and I've preached $10.1 million. This thing is going to Tony Pollard every which way but right. Right? I had to go all the way back. Now, remind you, Mike McCarthy got fired midway through the year in 2018. I had to go all the way back to 2015
That's right.
to find a single 1,000-yard rusher under the Mike McCarthy regime, which was Eddie Lacy. I think he had like 1159 that year. Other than that, this has been a running back by committee situation.
Did they have a fullback?
Ty Montgomery.
Yes, they did.
They had they had the fullback, but they had guys like Ty Montgomery, James Starks. What was the other running back? I just drew a blank. Williams, the Williams kid who's now was in Detroit. No, he was in Detroit, maybe Chicago. I forgot where he went. But they always had guys who had 400 yards, 500 yards, 600 yards, 700 yards. As a unit, they were 1,500 plus yards. So I started looking at what the Cowboys, this team is not going to run the ball in the traditional manner that we think they're going to run the ball. Hand the ball off to Zeke 30 times a game. It's going to be a combination of guys. And I may have to come back and eat my words.
Already.
But not because of his play, because of the way that Mike McCarthy coaches it. He wants to have these guys, 15 carries for him, 15 carries for him, 7 carries for him. And when you look at it over time, that's the way that this Mike McCarthy offense is built. It's built the way that he used to run it back in the day. And so it's going to look different in the run scheme.
Thank you.
Into Jesse's defense, the official depth chart as of September the 5th, Deuce Vaughn is listed as the 3rd running back behind Rico.
Yeah.
It don't matter because
We got time to change that, though.
it don't matter because
Before game 4.
almost 22 touches a go-to or two Tony. Passing, I'm talking about passing and running combined. This is what I've been trying to tell people all off season. You don't want to use him more than 22 times. And then you can split the rest with the other backs.
Can I just give you just quick numbers, please?
Yes, go ahead.
Please.
Yeah.
Taking your job,
all the way
Kurt.
back. Sorry.
No
All
one's
right,
got
go
it.
for it.
Let him go.
All the way back to when Eddie Lacy was the starting running back. And Eddie Lacy, 187 attempts, 758 yards. James Starks, 148 attempts, 60 yards. One thing that we're going to have to look at as well, in this new West Coast offense, every single year, Aaron Rodgers would have about 350 to 400 rushing yards because they run a lot of boots. They run a lot of waggles. They run a lot of things where that quarterback is out in the run. So tucking the ball and keeping it when there's nothing down the field will be imperative in this offense for Dak Prescott. But the next year, Ty Montgomery, who was
Wide receiver.
he was a starting running back.
Yeah, I know. Wide receiver.
77 attempts for 457. Eddie Lacy, 71 attempts for 360. Aaron Rodgers, 67 rushing attempps for 639 yards. James Starks.
He almost had as many rushing yards as the lead running back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then you went on. They had Jamal Williams, 556 yards. Aaron Jones, 448. Ty Montgomery, 273. Aaron Rodgers and Brett Hundley that year split some time together, I think, due to injury. But again, the quarterbacks combined, Brett Hundley, 270 yards. Aaron Rodgers, 126 yards. Again, another 400-plus yard type situation from your quarterback. And then Aaron Jones in the last year that Mike McCarthy was there, 728 yards, 464 from Jamal Williams, and Aaron Rodgers, 269 yards.
So he didn't have a 1,000-yard rusher the last
3 years.
Wow.
The better teams, and you check, he can go check his numbers. The better teams
Do that.
I'm talking about the Super Bowl teams.
New England.
I'm talking about the better teams. They didn't never care about 1,000-yard rushers. They cared about the average per carry. You know, it was the exception to the rule when you had a Dallas Cowboy team or a New York team when the East used to run and really run the ball. That was the exception. The rest of the league has always been like this. And Coach McCarthy is all. I ask people, who is the running back? Check their lead back. When they have a good lead back, he don't touch the ball more than 22 times a game when he's in control. And the other guys, the quarterback is big. That's me. I need the old Dak back. The run has always been by committee, all the way to the quarterback. So I'm agreeing with Jesse 100%, and I've always said this right here. You don't need, after we got rid of Zeke, after these years I fought for Zeke and I fought for Zeke, then this year here I'm like, hey, if he can't take this $3 million, bye. Because the new NFL dictates that you can get this thing done by committee because it's going to be about your quarterback and your offensive line.
So do you feel good about this committee?
I love it.
I go and look at the receivers. It looks very similar. Think about had guys at that particular time. Randall Cobb, right? I look at Randall Cobb as a guy who kind of a little bit of do-it-all type of guy. Devontae Adams, right? This is young Devontae Adams before he became the man.
Yes.
Guys like Jermaine Jones, again, another tight end that they use a lot in that particular time was Richard Rodgers. Richard Rodgers had 510 receiving yards, with guys like Devontae Adams having 483 yards, and Jermaine Jones having 890, Randall Cobb 829.
So they're going to spread it around, run game, pass game.
This is going to be you add Jordy Nelson to the, like I said, Jordy Nelson, Jared Cook, Devontae.
So you may see some games where it's like you get 3 targets, you get 3 targets, you get 3, you get 3, you get.
That's the way that this offense is
10
built.
touches.
The offense is built that way.
He is. That's why I was hot his first year when he said he wanted to do it. He's always been a supreme play caller with goals and targets in every game. And I hate to bring up the guys in here anymore, and I'm not going to bring up his name. But you never could figure out where this guy was going. What was he setting up for later in the game? We had, and Jesse, you can speak on this. We never had in any game a knockout punch. Where Norv used to sit up on Wednesdays early in the morning and he was like, this is how we're going to do this. And he said, I got a few plays that we're going to set up for the fourth quarter. Here's a coach giving you the knockout. You know, he wouldn't tell us what that play would be because you don't know, because the game can go a lot of different ways.
Right.
But he had, if this thing got close to what I wanted, we had some plays where Jimmy looked over like, it's a 4th and whatever. You got anything? Coach, I got it. Mike, do this. Alvin, do this. Jay, do this. And 9 times out of 10, it'll work.
So was that all those guys catching passes? Was that McCarthy scheming them open or telling Rodgers this is where you go, or was that Rodgers making those decisions?
I think it's a combination of having a really good quarterback.
Yes, sir.
And I think Dak's a really good quarterback. Now, Aaron Rodgers is elite, right? Now and in those times, he was still an elite quarterback. But the way that this offense is set up, this we talked about yesterday, getting out of the huddle, getting to the line of scrimmage. Let me survey the landscape to figure out where this ball is going to go. In the good offenses, right, the good ones, I go back to my time in New England. There's always going to be moments in the game where I'm looking at my guy, right? There is Super Bowl, and everyone in the world knew, hey, it is Cooper Kupp. We are going to Cooper Kupp no matter what.
Stop him.
Right?
Right.
There's times this is Emmitt Smith.
Yeah.
You know it's coming. Can you stop it? But the rest of the time, it's an equal opportunity offense. That's what this West Coast offense is going to be. It's going to be where should the ball go? The defense will dictate that by what they do, but offensively, it's going to be, y'all running this? Cool. We're going right here to this tight end. We're going right here to number 3. We're going right here to number 2.
Personnel question based off that. You have a lot of depth on this team everywhere. Offense, defense.
I'm telling you guys, I'm looking at what they did in Green Bay.
Right.
It's not a coincidence.
Offensively,
this thing it's starting to make sense to me now.
On game day, though, you got some decisions to make now. Do you start with 4 running backs? What do you do with the tight ends? What do you do at receiver with specialists? Like, is every game going to be based off of, I'm sure, matchups, but like, can you see them starting 4 running backs with
wide receivers? 4 wide receivers, you mean?
No, running back, fullback.
What
Deuce, Rico,
all 4 active.
All 4 active.
Like,
okay.
I get what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Styles make fights and matchups make how you want to do it personnel.
Why keep a fullback if you're not going to start him though? Because you're going to start Deuce, right? And you're going to start Rico, and you got to start Pollard. Like what? I mean, and then you have other depth at other positions. It's like, okay,
no, you don't.
Do you start here? Who's active? Who's inactive?
So in my mind, this is where I go back to saying, man, I see some of the DMPs for a guy like Deuce is because when I'm getting to game day, how can I use you? And what? Because I can't foresee Deuce getting into a package where he's playing 6 plays a game, and that's it.
That's a waste of personnel.
This is the part of the thing where I'll go, okay, Cavante, you're going to be my return specialist, but I'm going to line you up in his backfield every now and again. I'm going to give you an opportunity.
Those 6 plays go to him instead of...
Right? Okay. And now you have to divvy those... Because I look at what they did with Ty Montgomery. Now, I'm not saying a guy like that's going to... I'd never approved of Ty Montgomery being a full-time running back. They saw different, and it worked out for him, whatever. But I can see plays where you have a guy like Cavante Turpin lined up in the backfield and use it because he has the returning ability. Now... How does that end? You fumble, you try to do something, you reverse field, they go, okay, experiment over. Now we're looking a different direction. Yeah. But the way that this thing is built, it's looking very, very similar to the way that Mike McCarthy did things in Green Bay many, many moons ago when he was there in his personnel.
And he has a better defense.
Yes.
He has a better defense.
All right, let's talk about defense. Giants defense. When we come back, the second segment, Hanging with the Boys.
Fall is here, and that means football is back, bringing all the delicious game day foods with it. As you prep for all the big games, tailgates, and watch parties, let Yo Quiero be your one-stop destination for all things home gating. Yo Quiero's fresh, flavorful, ready-to-serve guacamole, made with real Hass avocados, will score taste bud touchdowns as you cheer on the Cowboys. Yo Quiero's wide range of mouth-watering and versatile products can be found in your local grocery store's produce or deli section. Grab some today.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pregame sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they made just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy, classic wings. Made to order, cooked to perfection. And sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. And of course, spicy Cajun fried corn. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the People Show. Hanging with the Boys. Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holly, Nate Newton, Shannon Gross, live from the SWBC podcast studio. We are brought to you each and every day by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Now, thank you, Brandon Cooks.
And our second segment, each and every day, is brought to you by blockchain.com. Thank you, blockchain.com. And we're talking football on this show for once, so if you're here for shenanigans, wait till the third segment. First two are dedicated to football. Okay, I'm going to step out on a ledge here. I think the Cowboys offensively are going to dominate this game. I think they're going to hang 32 plus points.
All right.
And I'm basing that off one tidbit. I hear the Giants are starting 2 rookie cornerbacks.
That's a possibility, yeah. It looks like they will definitely be
Can
playing.
I tell you why that can't be hindered?
Why?
Because Dexter Lawrence is in the middle of this defense from Georgia. Leonard Williams is in the middle of this defense. They went out and got Ashawn Robinson.
So Kurt has a very impressive stat on the NFC East defenses.
Let's listen to him.
And this is the entire league, right? Not just the NFC. This is the NFL, right?
Yeah.
And these are the NFC East rankings of defenses, including the Cowboys.
This is Pro Football Focus. They have Philly's defense coming to this year as number 1
in the league
overall.
Yeah, and this is defensive line rankings.
Yes,
so
D-line.
Philly's first, Washington is 3rd, Dallas is 8th, and the Giants are 9th.
That's one.
What did I tell y'all? Didn't I tell you this a month ago? This is going to be a knockdown, drag-out year. It's going to be a war of attrition. Whoever's quarterback is standing up at the end of the year will be the one who wins this division.
So if you have that talent up front, Nate, is the game plan going to be 3-step drop and the ball's out?
Yeah, this is basically what this offense is built on: 3 and 5-step drops. Mm-hmm. But it helps in this case right here because they had 41 sacks last year. 6 interceptions and 13 fumbles. So they can get the ball. And who scares you is not so much the Dexter Lawrence, because the next most important person is Don Martindale, the defensive coordinator. What they call him, Wink Martindale?
Wink.
Yeah, come from the Ravens. He going to blitz you. And he
know why they call him Wink, right?
Why is that?
Remember the old TV show host back in the day?
Oh, Wink Martindale? Yeah.
Does he look like him?
No,
yeah.
just
they
Martindale.
Yeah, they blitz 41% of the time.
That's so 50.1.
50%. So
the highest percentage in the league last year.
The thing is, you can be having a bad day. He gonna blitz. You can be having a great day. He gonna blitz, and he's went back and looked in 5 or 6 games of last year. What blitzes, what games, what stunts got the Cowboys, and he's gonna tap into it. Especially like Jesse said, no one has seen So with a new, like you say, new rookie, Trey Hawkins, Dante Banks, these are new guys. But we don't know how good they really are or how bad they really are. We don't know what Ashawn Robinson going to bring, the new guy they got from the Rams. We don't know what they're going to bring. So for us to just come in and say we're going to drop 32 hot potatoes on them.
I need to tap the brakes.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, because we don't know who is going to be at that left guard.
So when they've got maybe the two best defensive tackles in the league, and Lawrence and Williams, and then you've got these blitzes coming from everywhere.
Yes.
How do the Cowboys counteract that?
This is a perfect storm.
Perfect.
For who?
For both. No, because and here's why.
Well, here's why.
It's a good matchup.
It's a great matchup.
Yes.
It's a great
Two
matchup.
different styles, right?
But there are these are the styles that when you're talking about a fight, this is the style that the Giants would love for the Cowboys to hold the ball longer. The Cowboys would love for the Giants not to blitz.
That's right.
They're both going to be the opposite. The Giants are going to blitz. I went back and listened to a Wink Martindale when he first got hired. And he talked about pressure. And he had his time in Baltimore, and he looks like one of the Ryan brothers, right?
Right.
There's no affiliation, but he goes, when I got my start, there's guys like Skip and Lou Holtz who helped me out. Then he goes, there's other people who I have influence in my game. And he says, Rob Ryan. Not Rob Ryan. He goes, their daddy. What's their daddy name?
Oh, Buddy
Ryan. And so you're looking at the guy, and he's like, this is the place that he comes from. He wants to create pressure with the 4 down linemen, but he also wants to give you looks that are exotic, that you don't know where the pressure's coming from. And he feels as if you may get me one time, you may get me twice, but I'm going to get home more than you get me. And that's the Cowboys in this new offense. They want to get the ball out quick. Has to come out quick. Talk about the rookie cornerbacks. They're in love with this dude, Dante Banks.
Yeah.
Dante Banks, in his entire professional, which is still a rookie, but his college career, he's given up 50 yards.
Where'd he go to college?
Maryland.
Okay. 50 yards?
50 yards. Like, no, not total. Like, no one has gotten more than 50 yards on
In a
him.
game?
In a game. And that's even talking about, that's on him. He had to defend Marvin Harris Jr. a year ago. So this is a guy that they're pretty high on. Of course, Xavier McKinney in the back end, another safety, Nick Saban disciple.
And Adoree Jackson still in this slot.
They want to create so much confusion and pressure up front.
What song is that?
And where the Cowboys have to win, and this is why it's so important for these guys to be on the same page. If they can be on the same page, the quarterback and his receivers.
Okay, all right.
Because they're going to have opportunities to hit them hard.
Wish they would have got some a little experience together
I'm gonna tell you
in the
something.
preseason.
That's what I'm saying.
The Giant, what Jesse's saying, just basic layman terms. New York is the puncher, and the Cowboys is the boxer.
The counter puncher.
No, the one that's gonna be finesse.
Oh, okay.
The Giants want to come at you.
They're coming out to beat you and bruise you and beat you to
Canelo
death.
Mayweather, right?
To use a Deion Sanders term for the Giants defense, we coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They are coming
When you have
every which way.
two young guys at corner like that don't have NFL game experience, is it how big of a benefit is it to get them early in the season, right out of the jump, or does it even if you're good from day one?
Let me say this quick before Jesse go into it. They are good to come in and get this start. They have impressed some people, but they still ain't dealt with NFL speed.
Right.
And the average NFL wide receiver is better than most great college receivers. It's just the bottom line. Now, I'll let Jesse go into details on it a little bit more.
Because you got better than average NFL receivers on this team.
That's what I'm saying.
You got a Brandon Cooks.
That's the part that I'm excited about.
Yes.
I'm excited about that advantage of two rookies going against two experienced veterans. But again, it comes down to, are they on the same page? Because Dak is not going to have
Who on the same page?
The receivers and the quarterback.
Okay.
Is it all quick slants and that kind of thing? Or?
But here's the thing. So that's a part of the West Coast offense. It really is.
Look at him teaching his boy. He said, "Hey, look at his boy."
But what you have to be careful about is
spitting knowledge.
Ooh, he's eating it up too. Look at Deacon.
Hey, Kurt, you
Look
want a pen? You want to take
Deacon
some
Daniel.
notes? Here,
Deacon Daniel,
take some
Pastor
notes.
Jesse.
Somebody's learning something around here.
Thank you.
Go ahead on, Jess. You rolling though. Go
By
ahead
the
on,
way,
boy.
you see how good we look with our shirt combo today? Look at that. In that 4-box.
Yeah. Hey, don't cut Jess on. Jess, you was rolling. I was joking. You was rolling. Go ahead on.
I forgot what I was saying.
Back them all up.
West Coast offense, slants. You know,
You have to be careful in that because they're gonna jump some of those. Adoree Jackson, this Banks, Hawkins. They're looking at that. They're watching film too, and they're knowing that this is what's coming. They're trying to get enough pressure up front that ball is coming out quick, and those guys are jumping those routes. So we've seen some double moves done on us defensively. The Cowboys, that may be
option as the game
go on. The one thing that we haven't done well that I think that should present itself in this game to negate that pass rush, I hope we find a screen game.
Yeah, we didn't.
If we can find a screen game, and it doesn't have to be your traditional in the backfield bubble screens, smoke screens, something where
Vontae, baby.
Somewhere where that defense has to pause for a second or two. This is going to be the cat and mouse game. This is going to be a much more competitive game than you think. I'm telling you, this defense.
Oh, I think it's good.
I
think every game in this division is going to be a dog.
It's going to be fun.
So how do you come up with 32 points?
I just think they're going to hang because what he just said. I don't think
they're these young boys.
These two young cats right out of the gate. Now maybe later in the year when they get them again.
Right.
But right now. You got two men on each side of the ball,
advantage.
and you got a grown ass man at quarterback. Like I just don't. And you watch it be like 8 to 6.
No, well, I
and I just don't see that this early in the season. Everybody's going to be out of sync, and usually when you're out of sync,
it's preseason, baby.
Speed kills.
That's
Speed
my worry.
kills.
The Cowboys going to be in sync. They haven't played.
Speed kills though.
They haven't played to get. They haven't done it in real time action.
That's the one worry I have. Are they going to be?
And the Giants' defense did. Most of them played during the.
Here's two stats that are kind of like, I guess, juicy for this matchup. Like Dak owns the NFC East.
Yeah, he's lost
10-2.
Yeah,
10-2 against the Giants.
Yeah.
And they've won the last 11 out of 12.
The last time he lost, it was his rookie year, 2016. But
the snow game, wasn't it?
The Cowboys are 0-3 in opening games the last 3 seasons.
Jesse, so you know what, man? You could have presented that first. You didn't bring that right.
So if you're looking at
right.
This is a spicy situation.
What do they call those trends? That's two opposite trends. So
right.
It's like
this is a spicy situation. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is Daniel Jones bigger than we think.
Here's another trend.
That's tomorrow.
No, it's tomorrow. But I'm just saying, for that trend to break. Daniel Jones
got to play.
Yeah, he got
to score.
Is I got the name right? Is I got the kid?
Daniel Jones. Yeah.
He's got. So that's all I'm saying. Real quick is that he got to be a beast.
He got the juice.
Yeah.
I think the Cowboys are 10-1 all time against the Giants on opening day. So
look,
that one.
The only loss goes back to when they opened AT&T Stadium when Eli
wrote on that. This is my house
to the show tomorrow. Look at their record on night games. Opening the season over the last
night games.
Yeah, because they've had a lot of night openers.
Yes, that was all right though.
What about before we go to break, number 5. I really liked that pick last year, Thibodeau. Mm-hmm. What are we going to see out of him?
He is putting. So the thing about Kayvon Thibodeau to me, coming out of Oregon, was he just was a better athlete than everybody. I think what you're starting to see now is him putting combinations together. He's starting to now understand to use. You'll see a lot of defensive ends use speed to power, right? That's the one thing that comes to mind with him. It's speed. Same thing with Micah. It's screaming off the football. But now being able to engage with that tackle, but get off of it. Use his hands well. I think that's the part that he's getting so much better with.
Mm-hmm. Did he get better last year as the season went on?
Yes, he did. And having those dogs inside,
Helps him out a lot.
Dexter Lawrence and having Leonard Williams in the middle, it gives him more one-on-one matchups because you have to make a decision, right? You have to make a decision. Even if there's 4 down linemen and they're bringing a 5th, you're going to have somebody's going to be. If there's a back in the backfield and he don't have a route, where are you going? Where are you helping out at? And there's going to be some one-on-one matchups across the front. Now your hope is that, all right, Tyron, that you're able to move laterally enough and be quick enough to get out there and not hold. Tyron, you can mark this. Tyron will have at least 2 holding penalties in this game. It's coming. Tyron will have 2 holding penalties in this game because that's the kind of skid off that Thibodeau has. Now he doesn't have the power to throw Tyron, but his speed is what's going to help him significantly in this football game. So it's going to be a fun matchup. This is going to be they got this one good. This is going to be a good one.
And I'm going to reiterate what you said, Jesse, because we talked about it as soon as we knew it was a new offense. The wide receivers, that's why I keep saying who, with the wide receivers and the quarterback. The only way the Cowboys lose games in the East is turnovers. That's the only way they're going to lose games because early in this preseason, most teams are equal because they don't know each other. And that kind of brings you equal. Now your players and how your coaches construct these players makes the difference. Turnovers will cost you, especially early in this preseason. It's going to cost you. We cannot turn the rock over.
All right, let's take our last break. When we come back, maybe some football, maybe not. On the last segment of Hanging with the Boys.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy, classic wings. Made to order, cooked to perfection. And sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. And, of course, spicy Cajun fried corn. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they make just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
James Wright here, your 2022 Dallas Cowboys Fan of the Year. You know how much I love my Cowboys, and I am thrilled to be talking to you about the 2023 Fan of the Year award presented by Captain Morgan. We're looking for the ultimate Cowboys fan to spice up the game. That means you eat, sleep, and breathe the Dallas Cowboys. If that's you, or if you know someone like me, then go to DallasCowboys.com/fan of the year, and you could win tickets to Super Bowl 58 and so much more. Enter today.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the award-winning Hanging with the Boys. Welcome back to the SWBC podcast studio. Jesse Holly, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Shannon Gross, and this final segment is brought to you each and every day by Jigsaw, the official dating partner of the Dallas Cowboys. All right.
I got a Twitter question.
No, you have to give your research that you found yesterday.
Yeah,
I'm not going. So. This is you. What's my Anthony? We got an answer.
Oh yeah, we do have an answer.
Got an answer.
The Ring of Honor.
We have a answer to the question, but we don't have an answer to the
bet.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I don't know. Well, I don't know how we get that, but.
Jesse drew that.
Ring
Jesse
of Honor fonts.
One shot at that.
I know, you get one shot. You only get one shot. No,
Helvetica for the letters, Universe for the numbers. So, wow.
Say it again.
There you go.
Helvetica for the letters of the Ring of Honor, and universe font.
I mean, I'm going to tell you what. There ain't another show.
Come on.
Ain't another sports show. I don't care if it's Dallas Cowboys or not, where you can ask detailed information like that, and then the show will go research it and get you an answer. It took us 2 weeks.
It's all right.
But we got it. So there you go.
That's funny.
All right. What else you got, Kurt?
I got a question here that might fit into what we've been talking about already. This is from our man G in Jersey.
What up, G?
He says, is this the fastest offense the boys have put on the field, and how does that benefit the West Coast? Are they bringing a different speed?
They go hand in hand.
Different speed than what we're used to.
Oh, they go hand in hand. The West Coast go hand in hand. We used to play the 49ers, the originator, Coach Walsh. They had speed all over the field, man. They could get going quick. But they were precision route runners with that speed.
That's the ding, 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 ding. That's it right there. It's the precision. The speed is fine. It's the precision. That's going to be. I'm telling y'all, that's going to be key.
How is Cooks' route running? Because we know he can fly, right?
Yeah, he has combination.
And how is CD as a route runner?
I'm loving CD Lamb.
Really?
I've never loved I shouldn't take that back. I'm loving CD Lamb. Mm-hmm. I am so geeked up.
Is he either one of them as good as a route runner as Amari Cooper? No,
bro, come on now.
Come on, that's a different level.
That's a different level.
That's a different level.
That's
bro.
what. Yeah.
That doesn't mean that they're not good.
Right.
They just ain't.
He's elite of elite.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You just
he can run that thing, man.
Certain people you just leave over there like route
by
runners,
themselves. Yes.
Devontae, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
Guys like that. Y'all over here. That's route runners.
Right.
Y'all over here. But those CD and Brandon are really good. They that's different. It's just different. It's just
so back to the question. I can't think unless I'm missing somebody in the 2000s, a team in the 2000s, a team that's this.
I'll say this from the receiver perspective.
Offensively, anyway.
It's top heavy. Because I'll say we know what CD is going to bring, and I'm so excited to see him. I really am. I'm telling you, I think he's getting ready to take off.
Just got a man crush on CD this year.
And we know what Brandon Cook's consistent 1,000-yard receiver.
Mm-hmm.
We're still waiting to see what Mike Gallup is going to be, and we're hoping. Let me say that a third time, that Jalen Tolbert takes the jump. We saw signs of it during training camp that looks like he was going that way. But again, it's a different monster when you got to get out there on Sunday and things are moving a lot faster than they are in practice. So he's gotten a chance to work up against guys like Trayvon Diggs and like Stephon Gilmore. But when the lights come on Sunday night, will that moment be too big for him, or will he be in a comfortable spot? So I'll say that it's top heavy with those two guys, and we're still questioning what they're going to be at tight end.
No, you don't. Ferguson is the man.
No. I'm not saying that like who's going to play there, but still.
No. All that the last kid had that went down the road south, this kid got it.
Okay.
And a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All that got to do is believe.
But then if you throw in running back to the speed equation, like I think you're faster at running back with Pollard than you were with Zeke.
By process of elimination, you become faster.
Right? Right. But what I'm saying is like
I'm not taking a shot at Zeke.
No, not at all.
I'm not taking a shot.
I don't think you are.
No, you gave that look. You know what look you gave? Was, of course, Shannon.
No,
you gave like the obvious. Of
but
course,
no,
Shannon.
That is obvious. But if you think about it, like even think back
that's
to
the look you gave.
Even think back to like the TO days, right? You still had Marion Barber, which wasn't the fastest, but he was good. Like as far as having speed at every position.
True. Yeah.
I feel like this is the fastest. Hell, maybe the fastest ever team on paper. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know, boy. Coach Landry had some scooters, boy, back in the day.
Yeah, back in the
old dinosaurs couldn't.
Back in the 70s.
And they're like Billy Bob Hayes. He was, I know.
Olympic gold.
Yeah, some scooters. But I'm just saying, in recent history, this is a fast team.
Because the rest of them jokers was running around there like, come on, let's. But the speed doesn't compare to now to
But
then.
if you think about the 90s, the great teams of the 90s, you had
Mike Irvin,
Mike was
Alvin
possession.
Harper.
He was fast, but he wasn't the fastest.
No, Mike wasn't fast.
You had
Alvin Harper
Jay
just was
Novacek
smooth.
wasn't fast.
Jay Novacek
Right.
wasn't. Kevin Martin probably was the fastest at probably about a 4.48. That was the
So
fastest.
so you'd have to probably go back to 70s.
Yeah.
Drew Pearson wasn't that fast. I mean,
But Tony Hill was.
Yeah.
Hill.
And, yeah, yeah, they had some receivers. They've always had some fast guys. It wasn't a bunch like maybe now.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess we'll see. I can't
He
wait.
gave my man. See,
Can't
you know
wait.
what? You know what? See, that's what I don't like. He give his boy that old sympathetic. Yes, let me teach you. Then he look.
Then he
Yeah, I gave you that old nonchalant. Come on, man. Don't.
he'll turn on you, woman. In the middle of a show.
In the middle of the show,
middle of a
man.
show, he'll turn
My
on you.
loyalties lies to Kurt and Kurt Irwin. My dog. The rest of y'all. The rest of y'all. As the wind blows, as I go. I only ride with Kurt.
This was good to
unless
actually.
you don't even have $30 or $8.
Yeah.
Throw it on that curb, some gasoline on that
You
curb.
ain't even want $8 to hear us work. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
I'm gonna break down and go buy that.
Nah, don't buy it.
I'm gonna give it to Kurt.
Nah, don't buy it.
So he can hang it in his office. Be like, that's my boy.
I'm gonna get one for Kurt now. I got you, Kurt.
I can see
Bring
it
you
now.
tomorrow. To Kurt, my boy.
Post game interview. Kurt, yeah, my boy Chase, my quarterback.
Y'all hating.
Oh, man.
Look,
My teammate.
y'all want what we got. It's all good.
It's okay.
That's what they
We
do.
all right. Me and my boy all right.
Okay.
We're gonna hang out at one of the local coffee
Watch out.
joints.
Okay.
At one of the local coffee joints, because that's where he hang out. Do his extra work.
Yeah, we
I
know.
can't wait
We
till
know.
we end this show because I've been itching to say something that I know I shouldn't say on air that would
Right.
get me in trouble. But as soon as we break, I'm saying it.
Okay.
All right. Hey, by the way,
Friday
we have
taking calls. Oh,
We have Friday. We're taking calls 888-855-2297. We have a special birthday in the house today. It is our wonderful producer Chris Beam's son's birthday.
Yes.
Happy
Yes.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
He finally got 7 years old. His age caught up to his size.
He looks 12 now.
Yeah. He looks 12 now.
In addition to Chris's son's birthday, rest his soul, my uncle, my favorite uncle, his birthday is today as well.
Wow.
So
Happy birthday.
happy
Mom.
birthday, Uncle Ronnie. Uncle Ronnie.
Did he just come by and play with you, pick you up on the
He
porch?
actually didn't leave me on the porch.
Okay.
He was the one that stepped in when you and my father and the rest of y'all left me on the porch. He was the one that said, I got you, nephew. I got you.
Well, fellas, it was great to actually talk X's and O's and football. And you know what, Jesse? I learned something from you today.
I hope so.
I did. And you too, Nate. This was a good show. I learned. I'm more interested to learn tomorrow about Cowboys defense and Giants offense.
Preseason, baby. They just count.
All right.
Get to know your
Let's
players.
get it again tomorrow. Same time, same place. See you then. Hanging with the boys. People show. Bye.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!